So as you know, I quite like my Kirbys, and I've got two Kirbys here, and I'm going to be replacing the fan motors on both of them. Now you might want to replace the fan motor because the existing fan motor could be extremely cracked or damaged, but also when they get unbalanced, in other words if they get sort of bits of detritus on them or look like this where they've got sort of chips out of them, they become quite noisy. Now the one thing I noted is you've got a reverse thread on the front spindle and it should undo, but what I noted was it was actually sort of going right the way through and turning the entire motor itself. So what you've got to do is you've actually got to take the drive unit out of the base of the Kirby itself. So you can see here I'm trying unsuccessfully to try and wedge the drive cog on the back of the motor, which connects via the belt to that drive unit, in an attempt, a vain attempt, to try and lock the motor in position. The most successful thing was actually just removing that drive unit in the end. You can see here I'm trying to wedge that cog in place of a screwdriver. Again, that's not going to help. Now it is actually worth having one of these cogs on standby to replace. They are just held in with a circlip at the end. But I had pretty good results by gently clamping the cog, doing the reverse thread on that spindle, and then getting the impeller off. You want to clean that whole area. And there are, if you get the proper Kirby kit, you do get the correct seals. So there is a rubber seal that goes over a sort of metal sleeve, and that goes in so that the rubber seal goes sort of into the unit. It sort of acts as a dust seal so that dust doesn't actually get into the motor housing. You then want to clamp your motor again, and then you want to just do up that spindle. Now the spindle, as I say, is a reverse thread, and it might be an idea to put a little bit of Loctite on there as well, just so that it doesn't come off when you've got your Kirby brush bar attached. Now what I did here with the drive unit is I actually applied a little bit of grease onto the actual drive unit itself just to lubricate it. Now I'll be honest, I think you need to use a kind of a dry lubricant because these these drive units do get quite full up with dust due to where they are in the machine. Now they shouldn't actually be affected by any dust because they're pretty much sealed in place, and the motor itself is kind of sealed within the turbine housing, which we'll be putting back on in a second. But some dust will invariably get past and could sort of clog up any grease that you put onto the drive unit. So it's probably worth stripping it down occasionally and just giving it a clean. Now what I'm using here is I'm actually just using some RTV sealant. So the type of sealant that you would use to make an instant gasket. And what I did was I cleaned the mating surfaces for the gaskets. So clean the mating surfaces on the motor body itself and also onto that front cover assembly / wheel assembly. Then I did an alternate crisscross pattern for screwing it all in place, and then just assembled the machine back together. So the on-off switch sort of comes into the side and just sort of clips onto the top of the motor drive unit. Now this is exactly the same process whether you'll use the G3 or all the way up to an Avalir 2, if I remember rightly. You do have all of these very similar sort of setups, especially with the motor body. They will look different, they will sort of look cosmetically different. So, I mean, the G5 looks different to that Centria that you can see in the background there, but they are effectively the same machine underneath. Once you get rid of all of the cosmetics, they're pretty much identical. Once I got it all back into place, I did actually give it a little bit of a polish just to sort of bring it back up a little bit. It does need a machine polish, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. And then it was time for the test run. And as you can see, that is working beautifully. I actually used the Centria to give the car a clean the other day. Worked really well. So very pleased with the way it's come out. And with the sort of light use I give, I'll probably replace these again in another sort of 5 years or so, because they only get used a couple of times a year or for car cleaning. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful.